Welcome to 5-Minute Project Manager Episode 70, where we break down everything project management into bite-sized segments. Today, we're diving into a surprising yet incredibly powerful tool in your PM toolkit: storytelling. Yes, storytelling. Don't worry, you don't need to be Shakespeare or Spielberg for this, but you do need to understand how stories can shape the success of your projects. So, let's get started. We often think of project management as rigid schedules, risk matrices, and resource allocation charts. While all of that is critical, the human element of project management often gets overlooked, and this is where storytelling shines. At its heart, storytelling is about communication. It's about turning facts and figures into something relatable, memorable, and impactful. In project management, this means taking your project's goals, challenges, and progress, and presenting them in a way that resonates with your audience, whether that's your team, stakeholders, or clients. Imagine you're pitching a project idea to executives. You could hit them with a dense PowerPoint full of graphs and spreadsheets, or you could tell them a story. For example, last year, our customers waited an average of 10 minutes to get support, and many gave up entirely. But imagine if we could bring that wait time down to just 1 minute, delighting our customers and boosting retention by 25%. That's what this new chatbot integration will do. See the difference? You've just painted a picture of the problem and the solution, complete with emotional stakes. People engage with stories like this, they remember them, and they act on them. It's not just stakeholders who benefit from storytelling. Your team does too. Every project has a narrative: where it started, the challenges it faces, and the triumphs ahead. By framing your project as a story, you give your team a sense of purpose and ownership. For instance, if your team is struggling with a tight deadline, you could frame their work as part of a bigger adventure. Right now, we're in the middle of our climb up the mountain. It's tough, and the air's thin. But once we reach that summit, we'll look back and see how far we've come, and we'll know we conquered it together. It might sound cheesy, but it works. Framing challenges as part of a shared story builds camaraderie and motivation. So, how do you actually tell a good story in project management? Here's a simple structure. First, start with the context. What's the current state? Why does this project matter? Next, introduce the conflict. What's the problem or challenge your project is addressing? Then, share the vision. What does success look like? How will things improve? Finally, call to action. What's needed from your audience? Whether it's buy-in, effort, or patience. For example, let's say you're leading a project to revamp a customer portal. Your story might go like this. Right now, our customers are frustrated. They struggle to find the information they need, and it's costing us loyalty. But with this new portal, we're creating a seamless experience that will not only delight our customers, but also reduce support calls by 40%. To make this happen, we'll need input from the marketing and IT teams. Together, we can create a game-changing experience. If you're wondering why storytelling is so effective, there's science to back it up. Stories activate the brain's emotional centers, which help us process and retain information better. A study published in Harvard Business Review found that emotionally charged stories are 22 times more memorable than facts alone. Additionally, storytelling builds trust. When you share a story, you create a connection with your audience. They see the human side of the project, not just the spreadsheets and Gantt charts. Now, let's be real, storytelling doesn't come naturally to everyone. And in project management, you might face resistance from stakeholders who prefer a more data-driven approach. The key is to blend both. Use storytelling to frame your data. For instance, start with a compelling narrative, then back it up with statistics or visuals. This way, you're appealing to both logic and emotion. Another challenge is time. Crafting a good story takes effort, and in fast-paced projects, it's tempting to skip it. But trust me, taking the time to refine your message pays off in better engagement, understanding, and support. If you're new to storytelling, there are plenty of resources to help. Storyboarding tools like Miro or Canva can help you visualize your narrative. Presentation platforms like Prezi allow for dynamic storytelling formats. And if you need inspiration, check out books like Nancy Duarte's Resonate Present Visual Stories that transform audiences. In the end, storytelling isn't just a nice-to-have in project management, it's a powerful tool that can align teams, persuade stakeholders, and breathe life into your projects. So, next time you're faced with a project challenge, ask yourself, what's the story here? Who's the hero? What's at stake? Answer those questions and you'll have a narrative that engages, inspires, and drives results. Until next time, remember, facts tell, but stories sell. To help support the channel, don't forget to visit the 5 Minute PM merch store. This is 5 Minute Project Manager signing off.